The open office. The ideal space for spawning conversation and creativity. Goodbye cubicles, hello cooperation.
Not quite. A new study shows moving to an open office layout dramatically cuts employees' face-to-face conversations by as much as 70%.
The study, led by behavior researchers at Harvard University, looked at 2 Fortune 500 companies, before and after their global headquarters switched to open offices. It's the first to directly measure how open office layouts influence face-to-face and digital communication.
To track in-person interactions, 150 employees in total wore what are called sociometric badges, made by an analytics firm called Humanize. The badges seem ordinary, but are packed with tons of tech. Their infrared and motion sensors can detect when people are facing each other, even in groups.
And their microphones can capture when individuals are speaking. That sounds invasive, but the devices don't actually record what is said.
Face-to-face conversations at both headquarters dropped dramatically, regardless of an employee's department.
Product development, sales, human resources, even top leadership, everyone stopped talking in person.
Instead, they turned to email and instant messaging. Online communications rose almost as much as chatting in person fell.
Though the sample size is small, one company in the study also found its new open offices reduced productivity.
Past surveys of open offices, though the findings are mixed, report drop-offs in focus and employee satisfaction.
Here's why this might be happening.
Open offices are sold as a way to inspire collective intelligence through architectural design, a concept that's pulled from nature. Bees, ants, and other social animals build spaces that maximize their cooperation.
But guess what? Humans aren't bees. Though we like being social, behavior studies show that humans have a fundamental desire for privacy, and impinging on that privacy can decrease workplace productivity.
The problem is, not all open office spaces are created equal when it comes to maintaining privacy. In 2016, Gensler architecture firm conducted a nationwide survey of 4,000 office workers across 11 industries.
They found the most effective open offices use shared desks with high barriers, high enough that you must stand to see your deskmate. As the height of the barrier drops, so does workplace effectiveness.
The two companies in the Harvard study both installed shared desks with no barriers.
The Harvard team and the architect at Gensler said noise is one of the big problems here.
Did somebody say something?
When it comes to noise, the worst kind of space is wide open, with lots of glass, hard floors, and hard ceilings, all of which fail to absorb sound.
Noise can be distracting in and of itself, but it can also influence one's sense of privacy.
If I can hear my colleague talking from across the room,
did you see the Senate pass that resolution?
I might be concerned they can also hear anything I say.
This scenario can make people feel constantly observed.
So what's a boss to do? Companies can restore order by breaking up open floor space with huddle rooms, or movable barriers like rolling whiteboards.
Audible distractions can also be dampened by sealing fixtures like acoustical clouds, fabric surfaces, and sound masking speakers.
Overall, when designing your new space, don't go with your gut. Conduct a little research into what employees might need in terms of privacy and resources.
Because a new space can't do all the work by itself. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Julia Griffin.
And I'm Seacon Akpan.